Now the top of Daf Tazayin Amud Aleph in Meseches Pesachim. This is Pesachim Daf 16a. The Gemara is now working through Rabbi Yochanan's approach to the Machlokes, Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi. According to Rabbi Yochanan, Rabbi Meir brings his proof from Rabbi Chanina Skana Kohanim, and Rabbi Meir is L'shitaso. Rabbi Meir understands that mashka are only going to be metame on a D'Rabbanan level. Therefore, the entire discussion in the Mishnah is talking about where you take something that is tamei midrabanan, and Rabbi Chanina Skana Kohanim is saying you're allowed to make it from a shlishi d'Rabbanan into a sheni on a doraisa level. And so the same thing on Pesach in the 6th hour, even though the Isser is only midrabanan, you can burn truma tahora with the truma tameya. And Rabbi Yossi's response is also l'shitasu, because Rabbi Yossi holds that tumas mashke can make things tamei on a doraisa level. So Rabbi Chanina Skana Kohanim's case was really doraisa. You were taking tuma doraisa, shlishi doraisa, making it a sheni doraisa. So you have no proof that in the 6th hour you're allowed to burn the truma tahora with the truma tameya. And here the Gemara is now bringing a brisa to show that Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi disagree on this point. So the case is as follows: Safek mashkin li tamei tamei. If you have a suffix, let's say mashka, you're not sure whether the mashka became tamei, it's going to be tamei. L'tamei acherim, but if the suffix is to be metame others, so then tar, then we're going to say tar, divrei Rabbi Meir. That's Rabbi Meir's opinion. The reason Rabbi Meir says that is because Rabbi Meir holds mashka metame acherim only on a d'Rabbanan level. So if you have a suffix, l'tamei acherim, you're going to say tar, suffix d'Rabbanan l'kula. V'chein haya Rabbi Elazar Omer kitzvarav. Rabbi Elazar agrees with Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Yehuda Omer lakol tamei. Rabbi Yehuda says totally tamei. It doesn't make a difference to become tamei itself or to be metame others. Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon Omer, Rabbi Yossi and Rabbi Shimon say la'ochlin tamei and l'kelim tahor. It depends what the mashka are making tamei. If they're making food tamei, then we say tamei. Then already we're strict. But if they're making kelim, so then we already say tar, because again, according to Rabbi Yossi, there's that distinction. They're only metame kelim on a d'Rabbanan level. Rashi over here says Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon Omer la'ochlin tamein. Im nolet suffix zeb ba'ochlim kagon mashkin tameim shenishbechu lebein hakikaros. You have a suffix, the mashka is tamei, got poured among some bread. Suffix nagu, suffix lo nagu. We don't know if we touch the bread. Tamein, in that case tamei. To kasavri mashkin metam and ochlim midoraisa. Because Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon hold that mashka metame food on a doraisa level. Hilkach suffix nami b'rishas hayachid tamei. That therefore, if you have a suffix, you're going to say tamei in rishas hayachid. The kelim tahorim, but if it's a suffix involving kelim, avolim nolet suffix zeb kelim, kagon mashkin tameim shenishbechu lebein hakelim. You have mashkin which are tamei, liquids that are tamei that get poured amongst kelim. Suffix nagu, suffix lo nagu, we don't know if it touched. In that case, we're going to say tahorin. To kasavri mashkin ein metamin kli ela midrabanan, because again, Rabbi Yossi and Rabbi Shimon hold the tum is only midrabanan, mashke are only metamin kli midrabanan, ve'al sveiko lo gazru. In a suffix situation, you don't make a gezerah. So that's the lishitasam of Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yossi. Gemara now takes a little sidetrack. V'savar Rabbi Elazar mashkin islu tameh. Does Rabbi Elazar really agree with Rabbi Meir? Does he say that mashkin can become tameh islu tumah ba'olam, that they have tumah? But Tanya, we learned in a brayso that says the exact opposite. Rabbi Elazar Omer, Rabbi Elazar says ein tumah lemashkin kolikar. Mashkin don't become tameh at all. Teda, you should know, Shari Hayed Yossi ben Yoezer ish Tzreda al Ayel Kamtza Dachon v'al Mashkin Beis Mitvachaya Dachon. You should know that Yossi ben Yoezer said that Ayel Kamtza, which is a kind of a grasshopper that's kosher, Dachon means pure or kosher, and he also said the Mashkin in the Beis HaMikdash, they are going to be pure. Why did he say they're pure? Because there's no tumah on a doraisa level for mashka. Rashi here explains, Teida, you should know, the ein lem tumah min haTorah kol ikar. There's no tumah doraisa. The afilo tumas atzman, even to become tamei on their own. Sharei Hayed Yosef ben Yoezer al Ayel Kamtza Dochan min Chagav Shmuel Kamtza. This is a kind of a grasshopper that's called El Kamtza. Dochan, that it's dochan, meaning shotar, that it's tar, v'kasher la'achila, and it's kosher to eat. And Rashi continues, v'al mashke beis mitbachaya dochan, meaning al mashkin shall beis ha-mitbachayim sheba'azara. This is talking about the liquids that are flowing in the azara when they slaughtered. Kagon hadam v'hamayim, the blood and the water. So he said, shein dochan, shein on mekablan tumah, that they're totally pure, they're not even tamei at a d'Rabbanan level. Alma tumas mashkin d'Rabbanan. The idea is that in general, liquids are only tamei d'Rabbanan. Uvahani lo gazru, and when it comes to those in the Beis HaMikdash, they're not gozer. They didn't even make it tamei midrabanan misham hefsed kachim. We don't want to lose kachim. Dido raisa hechimotz rabbanan letarinu. Obviously, if it's a tumah do raisa, the rabbanan can't be lenient. So in any case, you see clearly here in this brayso, Rabbi Elazar says that mashke are not tamei at all on a do raisa level. Seems to contradict the brayso that we just had. Gemara says, Hanichol Shmuel. Now we could resolve this contradiction in Rebbe Elazar according to Shmuel. Damar Dachan Milatame Tumas Acherim. Because Shmuel understands this second brisa means that it's pure in terms of being metame others. Avol Tumas Atzmon Yeshlan, but they are tummy on their own. So Shapir, then it's fine. According to Shmuel, Rebbe Elazar says, Mashke on their own become tummy, but they can't be metame others. Works perfectly. Elul Rav Damar Dachan Mamish, but according to Rav, who explains the second brisa to mean that it's completely pure, meaning it's pure and it can't be metame others either, Ma'ikol Meimar. So according to Rav, you have a contradiction in Rebbe Elazar. So the Gemara says, Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak Achada. You're right. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says you're going to have to say this first brisa when Rebbe Elazar says Kedvarav. He doesn't mean that he completely agrees with Rebbe Meir. He doesn't completely agree with Rebbe Meir in terms of whether mashke are actually tamei. He says mashke are not tamei at all. He agrees with Rebbe Meir letamei acherim tar, that if you have a suffix letamei acherim, it's tar, but he doesn't completely agree. The Gemara says, how could you say Rebbe Elazar is only going on one part of Rebbe Meir's statement? Va Kedvarav ka'amar denefishi. Kedvarav sounds plural. I agree with everything he says. V'od v'havechein katani. Also, it says likewise, which also sounds like Rebbe Elazar completely agrees with Rebbe Meir. Gemara says, Kasha, you're right, that would still be difficult. Gemara now returns to this machlokas Rav and Shmuel Gufa. Going back to this machlokas Amoroim, Rav Amar Dochan Mamish. Rav says that the mashke base mitvachai is completely pure. Ushmuel Amar Dochan Milatame Tumas Acherim Avol Tumas Atzmon Yeshlen. Shmuel says, no, it's pure, meaning to be metame others, it's going to be pure, but it itself is going to be tame. So Rav Amar Dochan Mamish. Rav says it's totally pure. Kosavar Tumas Mashkin Derabonin. Here the Gemara just explains what we already just explained when we did Rashi, but Rav holds that it's totally pure, meaning in general Tumas Mashkin Derabonin. That's only true by general liquids. When it came to the mashkin of the in the Azara by the slaughterings in the Beis Hamikdash, the Rabbanan weren't gozer. Shmuel says it's pure in terms of being metame others. But they're still tamei on their own. Kasavar he holds Tumas Mashkin Atzmon Doraisa. Mashkin do become tamei on the Doraisa level. Latame Acherim the Rabbanan, but it's the Rabbanan to be metame others. The Chigozer Rabbanim and Mashkin. The Alman, again, the Rabbanim only gozer by regular Mashkin. The Mashkin, based mitbachaya, lo gozer. When it comes to the Mashkin, in the Azara, they were not gozer. So the Gemara, and the Gemara continues, V'chilo gozer Rabbanim l'tamuy acherim. The Rabbanim only said, they only did not make a gezerah when it comes to be mitamei others in the base mitbachaya. But even in the base mitvachai, when it comes to their own tumah, yesh lohen, they are going to be tummy because that's already doraisa. The Rabbanan can't be lenient regarding that tumah. And the Gemara continues, Amar le Rav Huna bar Chinna livrei. Rav Huna bar Chinna said to his son, Ki ailis lekame de Rav Papa, when you go in front of Rav Papa, Rami le, tell him the following contradiction. Mi Amar Shmuel dochan milatame tumas acherim avol tumas atzmon yesh lohen. Does Shmuel really say that liquids, even though they can't be mitame others, they have their own tumah independently? There's a pasuk which says that if the meat touches anything that's tamei, it cannot be eaten. Now the implication of the pasuk is if something is tamei, it can be metame acherim. If it touches bechol tamei, anything that's called tamei, mashkin can be called tamei. So then lo yochal, you can't eat the meat. The meat itself becomes tamei. You can't have something that is tamei that doesn't make something else tamei. So Amar Rav Shisha Brei de Ravidi. So Rav Shisha Brei de Ravidi said back, Midi dehavia Revi Bakodesh. What are you talking about? What about Revi Bakodesh? We say if you have Tumah that is the fourth level Tumah by Kodesh, it is Tameh, or it's Puzzle, but it can't be Metame something else. So the same thing over here. You can have a situation where something is Tameh, but it's not Metame something else. So the Gemara says, no, Maskefla Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi asked on that answer, Revi Bakodesh lo ikri Tameh. As I just said, when it comes to Revi Bakodesh, we don't really call it Tameh. We call it Puzzle. But hi, ikri tamei. Here, the mashkin is called tamei. So if it's called tamei, it should be metame acherim. And the Gemara indeed says kasha. That actually is difficult. That is, this pasuk does present a difficulty for Shmuel's position. Gemara now says tashma. Come in here. This is going to be a proof against Rav. Again, Rav said that mashkin don't become tamei at all. Pasuk says v'chol mashke asher yishasa v'chol kli yitma. Basically says mashke can become tamei. So the Gemara says, Ma yitma, no, you know what yitma means over here? It means hichshir. It means that the mashka can prepare food. Food has to touch liquid in order to be prepared to be makabel tumah. That's what it means over here. The mashka can prepare the food to be makabel tumah. Gemara says, Hichshir meiresha dekrasha madle. The pasuk actually already in the beginning of the pasuk is talking about hechshir. If you take a look over here at the full pasuk, the pasuk says, Mikala ochel asher yachel asher yavo olav mayim yitma. It says beferish. Any food which water comes upon is tameh, and then it says v'chol mashke asher yishasa b'chol kli yitma. So how could you say that the second part of the pasuk is talking about preparing something to be mekabel tumah? That's already what the first part of the pasuk is talking about. Again, we see that from the beginning of the pasuk. That's what it says in the beginning. To which the Gemara answers, Chad b'telushin v'chad v'mechubarin. No, it's both part of the psukim are talking about hechsher l'kabel tumah, but one we're talking about mayim telushin, and one we're talking about mayim mechubarin. And Rashi over here explains, B'chol kli hainu mashkin telushin. What is considered mashkin telushin? That's where the pasuk says, in a kli. If you have water that's in a vessel, that's mayim telushin. So whether the water is in a vessel or not, whether it's telushin or mechubarin, it's going to be machshir l'kabel tumah. Utzricha, we need both. Diyashmin and betelushin. If you only said that telushin can be machshir mishum dachshavinu, okay, you've already made that chashav by putting it into a kli. Aval mechubar name alo, but if it was mechubar, maybe it'd be a problem. If you taught him mechubar, and if you had water again that wasn't yet put into a kli, so then mishum dekaimi b'tuchtayu chashivi, the fact that it's in their original spot, that makes them chashav. Aval telushin name alo, but maybe if it's telushin, it would be less. So tzrichi, that's why the pasuk needs to teach us both. The Gemara tries another proof against Rav Tashma, coming here. It says if you have water, basically mechubarin, water that's gathered, it hasn't yet been put into a kli, so that's going to be pure. It implies that if you have liquids that are not like mayon ubor, if you have liquids in a kli that are telushin, then they could become tamei. Rav said that they cannot become tamei at the doraisa level. So the Gemara says, no, mayatar mitomasa. What it means is it's mitar somebody else. If you have water that's a mayon and a bor mikveh mayim, then it can purify someone else. Like when they go into a mikveh, when they go into a mayon, they can become pure. But if they go into water that's in a kli, they do not become pure. It has nothing to do with the liquid itself becoming tamei. Gemara now says, "Telushin mi machshir." You just said earlier, according to Rav, that if you have water that's telushin, it can be machshir l'kabel tumah. Is that really true? That water in a kli can be machshir? V'yomer Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Chanina. But Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Chanina said, "Mashkin beis mitbachai." Again, when it comes to these liquids that are on the floor of the azara, lo dayon shein dacha. Not only are they pure, ela shein machshir, and they cannot be machshir. So again, it seems to be the fact that it's telushin is what makes it that it cannot be machshir. And Rashi over here explains, with telushin mi machashri, can telushin really be machshir? Amayim hu d'metami. They're asking only on water, not other liquids. Mishum d'mayim telushin lo chashivi. Mayim telushin is not chashiv. Aval ashar mashkin lo metame dekulu telushin inu. All other kinds of liquids are considered tolish. Anyway, water, if it's in its original source, it's not considered tolish. Ela shein machshirim. Again, it says that the mashkin beis mitbachaya are not machshir. Alma hechshir telushin derabbananu. You see that the fact that telushin are machshir is just at most derabbanan. Dimi doraisa, because if it's doraisa, man shakla mimashir beis mitbachaya, the lo lichshiru. The rabbanan can't come along and say that it's not machshir if the Torah says it is. So clearly it's only machshir at best on a derabbanan level. So the Gemara says, tirgama al dam. No, when it says over there, the mashkin beis mitbachaya, they're not machshir, that's talking about the blood that's on the floor of the azar. Not talking about the water. The water, of course, can be machshir. D'yomer Reb Chia bar Abba Reb Yochanan, because Reb Chia bar Abba said the name of Reb Yochanan, minayin l'dam kodshim sheino machmir. The blood of kodshim, he says, how do you know they can't be machshir? Shenemar la'aretz tishbechenu kamoyim. It says that you pour it onto you pour blood when you shecht an animal. You pour the blood on the floor, on the earth like water, means to say dam shenishbach kamayim machshir. The blood that you allow it to spill, that's going to be machshir. And Rashi over here explains, shenishbach kamayim, meaning dam chulin. When it comes to blood of chulin, when it comes to blood not of karbonos, shein chazon lekavla b'kli, you don't have to receive that blood in a kli. You just allow it to flow to the earth. So machshir, that kind of blood can be machshir the iskish lamayim. That's comparable to water. Avol dam kachim, but blood of kachim is skabel b'kli. You have to receive that in a vessel. But tzarech mimenu lemizbeach, because you're going to use that to sprinkle it onto the mizbeach. Ve'eno nishbach le'ibad kamayim. It's not poured out. It doesn't go to destruction like water. So eno machshir lo eskish lamayim. That kind of blood is never machshir. So that's what it means. Mashkin beis mitbachaya. Since it's dam kodshim, it's not going to be machshir. And we'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Tazayin Amud Beis.